Hello and welcome to Feedstuffs 365. I'm Ann Hess. Here with us today is Dr. Lance Fox, Head of Pets and Monogastrics at Novonesis. Welcome, Lance, and thanks for joining us today.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
For those in our audience, we thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions for Lance, you can post those there in the chat, or if you're tuning in via social media, you can place those there in the comments. So, Lance, we're a couple months out from World Pork Expo, where I think this conversation initially started on where Novonesis was on hand to showcase its solutions for the swine industry. Let's talk about that. Get us started. Tell us a bit about Novonesis and your role with the company.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the opportunity. Novonesis, new company, new name. You've pronounced it correctly, so thank you for that. Novonesis is the merging of two Denmark-based global companies, biosolution companies, Legacy Novozymes and Legacy Christian Hansen. Novonesis is actually derived from the Greek word Genesis, and actually Novonesis means a new beginning. So it's pretty appropriate that we are now a new company, combining these two biosolutions powerhouses and offering some very unique biosolutions for our animal customers, that being primarily feed enzymes, health enzymes, and then our mainstay probiotic solutions that comes from the Legacy Christian Hansen side of the business. As you introduced me, I am head of monogastric and pets. What that simply means is I'm head of sales here in North America for our animal health biosolutions team for pigs, poultry, and pets.
Very good. Well, swine producers are always under pressure to do more with less, and those demands change as pigs enter every life stage. How does Novonesis help pigs along the way, despite what is often uncertainty and unexpected challenges?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the question. So really multifold, if you will. Health challenges are real. They're ever present. We offer solutions for that, both in the probiotic space as well as the enzyme space. We're excited to have these enzymes come back home, as I like to say, from the DSM Legacy Novozymes Alliance. And so I actually worked for DSM for a number of years in the technical services group. And so I'm very familiar with these enzymes. So it's a great opportunity for us to now bolster our health and productivity solutions with probiotics and bring those enzymes home to offer even more enhanced solutions when it comes to nutrient utilization, whether it's soybean, corn, et cetera, et cetera. We have different enzymes that act on different substrates that allows the animal to extract those nutrients at a greater availability and ultimately lead to better production for the hog producer.
And you mentioned you guys are in the field of probiotics. How best for producers to select a line of probiotics for their pigs? Is that something that they need to access at various stages of the life cycle?
So probiotics are available for all stages of the life cycle, truth be told. Really depends on some of the challenges that may be unique to your operation. Everybody has unique challenges, and so we can position those probiotics appropriately. What we may have been talking about earlier is the name BioPlus 2B. It's a 40-year-old product. That's the brand name. It's a combination of bacilli that have a lot of science behind them. We're also finding new uses for that to date. So it's exciting times now to bring these enzymes and combine these technologies to offer even greater solutions for the hog producers. But it really depends on, what are your challenges, what are your feed substrates, and we can mix and match and set those products in appropriately into your system.
So speaking of challenges, what would be a critical period where probiotics can address common challenges like stress and diarrhea?
Yeah, so you just hit the nails right on the head there. And stress is a big thing, right? Stress can mitigate and cause a lot of challenges in performance. Obviously, we don't want to have to rely too heavily on antibiotics if we don't have to. There's a cost. There's a lot of implications of that. And so really, we try to set probiotics in the stage for prevention, production, and long-term viability in the operation, bringing that ROI back to that hog producer. So diarrhea, when the gut is unhealthy, that animal is not going to thrive and not going to perform as well. So longer term, you have production woes because of that. So really setting the stage early in that nursery on through grow finish, and in those sows, it hits every stage of production where you use probiotics.
Yeah, talking about cost, it led me to my next question was about profitability. What can probiotics mean to a producer's profitability?
Essentially, if the probiotics are positioned appropriately, so feeding it into the sow, into that nursery, getting that pig off to a great start, really looking at the microbiome, which the microbiome in the gut has a lot of applicability outside the GI system itself, whether it's respiratory, some calming things we see in some of the species we're doing trial work in. And so really for us, putting the probiotic in from day one and then offering that solution throughout really is ultimately the best case scenario for the animal as well as the producer, showing that ROI calculation.
As we wrap up our discussion here today, Lance, any key takeaways you'd like to leave our audience with today?
What I'd really like the producers to think about is reaching out to your account managers that you're tied to in Novonesis. We, of course, work with our distribution blender partners, the premix, the VTMs that you use on your farms, and really have a dialogue with those people. We have a great technical staff. They can show you the merits of the products. But really, ultimately, we want to do some fact finding with you. What are your challenges? Again, could be very unique to your operation. Let us help be a solution for you. And I think you'll be happy to know we have these bio solutions at hand and in our arsenal for you.
Dr. Lance Fox, Head of Pets and Monogastrics at Novonesis, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insight.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Likewise, we appreciate all of you and our audience for joining us today. Until next time, for Feedstuffs, I'm Ann Hess.